Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is just a little race recap of the entire weekend. As you can tell, we just finished Dopey and our legs are absolutely killing us right now.
Yep.
Yeah. It's hard to move. The whole body is hurting. So we're just going to do a little race recap of the entire week and how it went, how we felt, and all things like that.
With the little energy we got left.
Yeah. So going into Dopey, we had a great training block. We went from Chicago Marathon training straight into Dopey. We thought this was the perfect opportunity to do that. Just because,
2 weeks off first.
Yeah, 2 weeks off. Just because we would be in shape for this, because this is, I view this as kind of, we're in like ultra marathon shape.
Yeah.
Would you believe?
Yeah.
Because we're doing so much.
And double long runs.
Right. Yeah. Like we would do 10 miles one day and then like 15 or 20 the next day.
8 and 16, all that.
Yeah, so definitely like an ultra marathoner. So we'll just kind of go over just every day. You know, the first day was a 5K, walk in the park, just like really simple.
That humidity killed me.
Yeah, that was the only day where.
Seriously.
Yeah, that was the only day where it was kind of hot. But it was just 3.1 miles. This is like nothing, little warm up. The first 3 days, we had to make sure that, you know, you relax and don't go too fast, because the last day is the most important day of the marathon.
Yep.
And so 5K comes around, 2 a.m. wake up calls. That's what really, in my opinion, that's one of the most difficult parts of Dopey.
In mine, it is the most difficult part of Dopey.
If you're in shape, I don't think it's. I want to choose my words from that. Right. If you're in shape and you're used to the
Bubbles.
Oh, we got bubbles.
Bubbles.
Just the 2 a.m. just wears out your body, so it's important that you get enough rest in between the days and don't spend all days at parks and things like that, because you'll really tear your body down. But
Yeah.
anyway, 5K came around, woke up, got it done, super easy.
Yeah.
No problems whatsoever.
No. Just hot.
Yeah, just hot.
That was it.
10K rolls around. It was cold 10K day. We had like full fleece warm-ups, like throwaways, things like that. 10K.
Space blankets.
Yeah. 10K.
Multiple space blankets.
Yep. 10K went around, and again, it was very easy. We went a little fast on that day.
Some more than others.
Yeah. I went a little fast on that day, and Jess went really fast on that day. But like I said, it just goes back to, we did everything right by taking a nap after every race and recovering properly.
Yep.
So I think that played a huge factor in it.
When we went to parks, we didn't stay long.
Right.
Yep.
We're going to have another video of like tips and tricks for Dopey after this, and we're going to give you like our best tips of what we did, because honestly, I feel like we had a perfect Dopey run. Like,
Yeah.
we hit our
We
goals.
really did.
I PR'd in the marathon. Who does that after Dopey?
Nobody.
Yeah, and it was just, nothing. We're looking back and we're like, we did everything right. There was nothing we did wrong.
Don't regret anything.
No regrets on literally anything. I don't think we could have done anything better.
No.
So then,
All honesty.
yeah, after 10K, we went to a park again, and those were our only 2 days for parks. Half marathon came around. It was the coldest day. It was 45. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, that's not cold at all. Well, it was like a dry cold.
It is when you get to the park, you're there from 3 a.m. till 5 a.m. and you're sitting there and it hits you. So that's why it
makes it even colder than what it seems.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Tennessee, so it's cold over there right now. So the 45 felt more like 30. It felt like right at freezing or right below freezing. So half marathon went. I was, not gonna lie, pretty nervous, because I went faster than I wanted to. And in a half marathon, 10K you can get away with it, but not for a half marathon. I almost did the same split what I did in the half marathon and the marathon for the race I was focusing on. So half marathon was just cruising. What about you for the half? How was yours? Did you go fast?
No, I stayed in that 10:30, 11 that we talked, because I had you in the back of my head, because you probably told me 20 times that morning to not go out too fast. So I think one of my miles it was like 10:20, but my average was 10:36, and my heart rate didn't spike one time.
Yeah. The first 2 miles for me, I went fast just to warm up, because the first 2 miles I was like shaking running.
I was, yeah.
If you could believe
You were
that.
really shaking,
Yeah.
but I was shaking a little
Yeah,
bit.
when I was just standing in the crowd, I was just like shaking like uncontrollably. And I had like 2 layers on and space blanket, and it just was not working. So 2 miles, first 2 miles I went like 20 seconds faster each mile just to warm up. Finished a half, and then we were like, all right, we're just going to chill this entire day.
Yep, no park, no nothing, just by the pool.
And I feel like that, I've seen a lot of other people, they make that mistake where they go to a park on half day, or they go to, you know, Disney Springs, or they go somewhere, and you know, that's your most important day. And we were like, we're not doing anything.
You implemented that in training. Probably the first week you told me we weren't doing that. That was planned a long time that we would do nothing that day.
Yeah. Just because after running a half, and then you don't even have 24 hours to recover for the marathon. And it's like on normal marathon days, you know, you have 2 weeks of tapering, and you take the day off, a couple days. It's
The most activity we did, playing air hockey in the arcade for like an hour.
Yeah,
that was it.
We did go back to the expo at ESPN Wild World of Sports. It's a little bit of a golden tip for you guys. An off-brand of Normatec. If you don't know Normatec, the compression boots, they were doing free 10-minute sessions. So we went there just to do that, basically, and that was a game changer.
I felt brand new
because I was still sore.
Yep, I was. I felt brand new after it. I was so surprised that I felt so. My legs were not feeling anything.
Yeah, like we were good because we were at the pool, and just, you know, chilling, you know, doing a little bit of aqua jogging, sleeping a lot, and then we were like, let's go there and let's do some of that. And then after that, we were like, okay, my legs feel golden right now. I feel perfect. So then comes the marathon. Next day, our final day, the most important day. We're not even halfway through the challenge.
No, not till mile 4.
Yeah, even though it's the 4th race.
Thanks for telling me that. I wish you didn't.
And obviously we had, you know, the pre-race jitters and things like that.
Yeah.
But we both knew it was going to be a good day because we felt fine. I mean, I felt fine. Your legs, did you?
No, it clicked to me how sore we were at mile 7 is when all of it built up, and I was like, there is all the work we did. There it is, because I didn't feel it really the other days until mile 7, and I was like, oh yeah, we did run a lot, because now I'm feeling it.
Yeah, mine was around the 10K. It all of a sudden hit me, and I was just like blocking it out, and I was just focusing on going to each park. Like, that's what helped me a bunch. I wasn't looking at the total distance. I was looking at, okay, go make it to Magic Kingdom, which is at like mile 9.5.
Yep.
Make it to Animal Kingdom, make it to Blizzard Beach, make it to these checkpoints, and that played a huge role. That just like got my mind out of the miles completely. I wasn't even thinking about, I'm at mile 17, I'm at mile 18. I was like, okay, I just gotta make it to Hollywood Studios, and then a little run around Boardwalk, and I'm done. And marathon for me, I hit even, like I was like running like 7:30 like the entire time, except for the last couple miles. I didn't blow up. I don't want to even say I blew up. So during the whole course, around mile 15 or 16, I could tell my legs might be cramping. I could just, you know, if you're running a marathon, you have that feeling when you kind of know when something bad is going to happen. It's building up in you. So at that point, I was really focusing on my nutrition, really focusing on my salt tablet intake, really focusing on all that stuff.
Because it got hot at the end.
Yeah, it started to get a little warm. And every water station, I was drinking a ton.
I took every water station as well, every single one, even if I didn't want it.
Yeah, towards the end, I was like double fisting clubs. And I was just making sure just to intake all that I could. And, you know, I just fought off until the finish line, and I ended up running like a 7-minute PR, which is nuts considering I ran. Yeah, thank you. Applause. Considering that, you know, 4 months ago I ran Chicago, and that was my biggest race of the year, and I didn't run nearly as well as I did here. Which is kind of like, which is kind of embarrassing when you think about it. But, you know, I'm new to the marathon game. This is only my 3rd one, and I got a lot to learn.
Just shows that you've got more to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, So how was run us through your marathon?
So it got a little boring mile 1 to 7, and I got in a pretty dark place in mile 8 because you're on highway until Magic Kingdom. So all I could focus on was that I was hurting until Magic Kingdom, which I would say saved me because I took my headphones off every time I entered a park, took them off to take in the atmosphere, and everything changed once I hit one park. And I also decided, you know what?
Plus the crowds.
The crowds
are
were
insane.
Better than Chicago. I've done Chicago, I've done Grandma's, I've done really big races, I've done Flying Pig. That's a whole nother crowd. Their hype was just amazing.
At 5 a.m., 5:30.
At 5, yeah. There's also that.
And I've done plenty of Disney races, and they're normally good, but for some reason this one was just it was more. I know this is your first run Disney race.
Yeah.
But normally they're good, but this weekend, just every race, there's people were literally screaming at the top of their lungs for you. Like people they have no idea, which was awesome.
I definitely decided this would be a fun race, but I did not expect my PRs of 4:43.44. I did 17 minutes off, so 4:58, and I did probably 20 character stops. Stopped in the bathroom like 4 times. So I made probably 20 character stops because I was in Corral B, and the lines were not long. I would say I waited probably 30 seconds per character, which I was fine with because I didn't go in to PR. And knowing that I did all of that, and I FaceTimed people, it was so easy for me. I FaceTimed 4 people during that, and I was able to do...
That's funny.
under 5, that's very true to form, actually. And be under 5 hours, that is impressive to me. And I just got to a point where I was so proud of myself once we hit Universal, just hitting this load of confidence, saying that at this point I'm the most badass person I know because Dopey's hard.
Yeah.
But it's such an accomplishment when you're done with it. It was just an incredible feeling.
Yeah, we got compliments all the time talking to people like, oh, we said like this will be probably one of our only Dopeys, and people are like, yeah, you'll do it again, and I'm like, no. Like one maybe like later in life.
Oh, now you're saying another one.
No, maybe later. I'm not talking even in the next 5 years. I'm talking later when I'm much older.
That's a step up from last time we talked. You said never again. So
just because it's just hurt.
Tune in for next year.
No, absolutely not, for sure. But yeah, overall it was great. Our bodies are sore. We're gonna take 2 weeks off of running.
Yep.
And just chill and relax. So.
Well deserved.
Yeah, but. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Comment down below if you ran this past. I met a lot of people.
I did too.
Like if you watch our past videos of the entire race, I documented every single race. So go check those videos out. Especially on half marathon day, we have these duck singlets. And I got
go Rubber Ducky go!
Yeah, and I got so many compliments on it. It was crazy.
We got Dopey for our Dopey fits. We kept getting called Dopey. Let's go Dopey.
Yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.